And looking at the seasons, Savitri, the divine Savitri, Savitri from the transcendental planes enters into time, into cycles of time, into periodic movements of manifestation in this creation. And then there is a whole description of the six seasons, six seasons according to the Indian climatic conditions, particularly in the north. The six seasons are very distinct in the northern part of India. So we had a long description of the six seasons, and the important thing is while he is describing the poetic greatness of the seasons, is great lyrical poetry, as I told you earlier also. But there is something more than that. It is not poetry for the sake of poetry. It is not an occasion to let yourself go and write poetry. It is an occasion to welcome the divine guest in the mortal world. And the relationship between the seasons and the divine guest is an intimate relationship. In fact, we saw earlier some of the very expressive phrases when we bring the seasons. He says, he of course says first that the earth is a vineyard, that she is drunken with the wine of God and moving around the golden sun. And it is in the joy of that golden sun's ambience that she is rolling out the moments of time. The moment in the cyclic time, Savitri comes here, as we shall see, again and again. Although for our mental view, for we who are trapped in time, in sections of time, we see her coming again and again, but it is in fact one permanent incarnation of Savitri upon earth. And it is through her several births here in time that she carries on her work. And therefore that gets again linked up to the cycles of time. The cycles keep on repeating. She comes, she comes, she comes, she comes. The seasons are long, you see. So there is a relationship of Savitri is coming again and again, and the moments of evolution moving here on earth. So there is a pertinence of that kind also to this truth. The other point is she comes with a mystic heart. Always, right from the beginning, she comes with a mystic heart. This is a phrase from here. And she comes, her coming is the appearance, the arrival of the divine smile in our midst. She comes as if some God is approaching. The calm which comes along with her, it is the calm of God which is immediately brought with the turmoil, the anguish, the suffering of this creation is immediately calmed down. That is the first thing that's happening. There is a kind of an inner, subtle, spiritual peace all around here, and it is that which carries us forward. Now, this happens because Savitri identifies herself always with this creation. Our identification is in the ecstasy of the divine. And it is that ecstasy of the divine and that identification with the creature here that she carries the movement forward towards the divine self-perceiving. In fact, when she comes here, what happens is, it is the thought that kindles the hidden flame in us. The hidden flame is there. It is that which is kindled by her presence. Our coming is our aspiration. Our psychic being immediately blazes into its full light and glory and power and sweetness and joy. It happens at once, the moment she comes here. That is a very rare moment. I am using the phrases from the text only, that we are also seeing. Now, of course, we are saying some of these aspects of the seasons, calm, then vigil of some mighty birth, 93.21. It is that vigil of some mighty birth is going to take place, and that happens in autumn. So the quality of the autumn is a kind of a vigil to guard the arrival of the new spring, of the new life here, of a mighty birth. So the season is not just a climatic display of things, it has a psychological connection with the movements of our life here. Yes. So it is a vigil of a mighty plus autumn, you see. And of course, her arrival, the spring, we have already seen earlier, spring coming here is the arrival. Yes, please. I will come to that text. Okay. I am just kind of reviewing what we did earlier. Is there also? We will be starting from here shortly. We are coming to that. Yeah. So, spring, we have already seen that even ardent flower, the arrival of spring, suddenly the soul of the earth flowers out and becomes very beautiful. In fact, the spiritual description of the spring is that it puts the earth, puts everything directly in contact with the transcendent force. The transcendent force is what the spring has offered us. It takes you directly. Now this is something absolutely remarkable. It is a spiritual experience. It is not the description of flowers and trees and birds and climatic conditions and all that. It is a psychological state in which you can get directly in contact with the transcendent. If you are sufficiently open, sufficiently perceptive to things, some new opening comes out, and it is that what the spring does. The peacocks dancing, the birds crying, the cuckoos, the quail, all these things, they have the power to put you directly in contact with the spring. Now, it is this spring, because it has the capacity, the power to put you directly in contact with the transcendent, that it becomes a signal moment. It becomes a signal moment, a unique moment, something which is very rare, something which is very significant, and the arrival of spring becomes a unique moment in that sense, you see. Exceptional, remarkable. That is what spring is. It has the power to put you directly in contact with transcendent. Therefore, it is an exceptional moment. It is a remarkable moment. It is a very striking moment. And if you can really profit by that, then we have really made progress spiritually, psychically. That is what the spirit does. So, it is at this signal moment that the birth of Savitri is going to occur here on earth. Signal moment. Now, there are of course ways of looking at things. We can argue whether it is the spring which has caused the birth of Savitri, or whether it is the birth of Savitri which has given rise to the spring. She is going to be here, and therefore everything all around is beautiful, joyous, happy, blissful, powerful. It can be that. Her arrival means already the whole background is prepared, so to say, in that manner. It could be that. Or it could also mean that when there is this pain, when there is the purity of aspiration, where is that ardent love, then she is ready to come and take birth. So there is a double play in that sense also. The signal moment has both the aspects. You have to be prepared, and she also prepares. We often say that whether a hero or a warrior or a leader in our life, in our society, is prepared with the time, or it is the hero or the warrior or the leader who most the time. Whether time shapes a leader or a leader produces a time, who writes for a time. Both things are true. But in this particular case, it could be of course both. Savitri's arrival would make naturally the presence of the spring. The spring's presence there means she is the most welcome guest. Yes, we are ready. Please come down, take birth, and lead us. That is what the spring will see. In fact, that is what one would see when we again connect this signal moment with the world's desire, compelled her mortal birth. Compelled her mortal birth. She is sort of obliged to take birth. Obliged. Well, the spring there, everything is ready. Please come down. And she is happy to come down. Otherwise she would not come. Scholar and dirty things, she would not come, you see. So she comes because things are ready here, and therefore, from that point of view, we can say a world's desire compared with the world's aspiration, world's longing, hope, yearning is now taking her, calling her down. Please come down, Savitri. That is what the word desire would mean again here in that sense. So we are here in this high signal moment of the gods. See, this is the signal moment of the gods. In other words, the gods were waiting for the occasion. They were not able to carry out the cosmic work which they are otherwise doing. There are cosmic difficulties, they are helpless, they are not able to make things move the way the things should move. And therefore, there is a prayer also from the gods. Prayer also from the gods. Savitri, we have to go down and take mortal birth. Then it becomes the signal moment of the gods. Because for the cosmic work to do, they find certain difficulties, certain limitations. The antagonist powers are so strong that they are not able to carry out the work. They are supposedly will come down. No doubt about that. In this high signal moment to the gods, answering Earth's yearning with a cry for bliss. A cry for bliss. That is what the earth is crying for, and it is in response to that cry of the earth, her longing, her anguish, it is psychic, it is spiritual, it is pure, it is that which is beckoning her. Savitri, please come and do what you are supposed to do. A great news from our other countries came. See, immediately when you feel nice, yes, swept the whole thing. A great news from our other countries come. She is of course great. Savitri is great. The Divine Mother herself is about to take birth here. Other countries, yes, we live here in this world, the mortal world in the Indian tradition is called the Mrityu Loka, the world of death. It is the world of death, it is also the world for progress. Both the aspects are involved in this mortal world of growth through the process of evolution. What is not able to move forward toward the divine, that has to be dissolved, that has to disappear. That is what death does. And therefore it is the Mrityu which promotes the evolution, the progress, the spiritual growth here on earth. So it is here in this condition we are here, and she is coming from another world, other countries, from the transcendent. She is coming from the transcendent, the world of immortality, the world of immortality, of beauty, joy, love, happiness, oneness, sweetness. All these are native to her. She is a resident of those places. She can move freely there, and she is obliged to take birth here in response to the earth's yearning and the cry for bliss. It is for that purpose she comes here from other countries. Now, this is another way of saying, in a metaphysical language, to say that Savitri is an incarnation. Savitri is an avatar. She comes from the world of immortality. She comes from the transcendent, takes birth upon earth here. She is an avatar. And it is that avatar which is kind of immediately told in this line. A great news from our other countries came in the signal moment of the cross. And then he describes the conditions here. A silence, a noise of earthly things, and beautifully the way the secret world, yes, there is a hidden expression of things here, of beauty, joy, love here, that is seen here, and it is kind of covered up by noise of the earth which is here. The silence is there, which makes now that word to come out and speak. The word here stands for expression. In fact, word has several deep connotations metaphysically. In the beginning was the word, that is what St. John starts in his testament. In the beginning was the word, and word was God, and word became all. Now, in the Sanskrit language, St. John's very first verse opens with that, in the description of the word. In Sanskrit, word is Brahma. Brahma, what we call Brahman. Don't go in the metaphysical sense, but the etymological connection of the term word is Brahma. Brahma who expresses himself, who brings things into creation. That is what the expression means. Who brings things into creation. And it is the power of expression which makes things happen here. The manifestation is because of that power of expression, because of that word, The Gnostic word means that it creates things around and gives rise to manifestation. So Brahma, who is the creator, stands for the word. In fact, W is category, the secret word, which is not known to us, which is beyond our perceptions. In fact, in the Indian terminology, there are 4 types of language. What we speak is called Vaikari, the common language, where we have vocabularies, dictionaries, synonyms, antonyms, all kind of things are there in the language. That is called Vaikari, the spoken language that we see here. That is what we understand. Beyond Vaikari is Madhyama, the language which links up our language with a higher language. Madhyama, medium, intermediate. That is the second language, Madhyama. The third, beyond Madhyama, is Pashyanti, the spoken word, the seen word, the seen word. You see the word, you don't express it, you see the word, and you understand everything immediately. You don't utter anything at all, but you see the whole thing and you have communicated with each other immediately. Pashyanti. Beyond Pashyanti, in the last stage, Turiya, which is inexpressible, which is ineffable, which has not come into manifestation. And it is that of the secret word stands for that here. And beautifully revealed, that is what happened, revealed the secret word, a mightier influx filled the oblivious clay. Therefore, Savitri's birth is for the purpose of expression, for purpose of manifestation. Now, somebody had asked me, Mother,